And next, the story you've, well, perhaps all been waiting for. The smashing of the granddaddy of ice palaces to smithereens. It had been the stuff that children's dreams are made of. It was our own frozen idol to enter fun. It was at once stoic and fragile, and today it became just so many tons of historic crushed ice. Mike Strand has details.
The Vulcans, those red-caped ambassadors of heat and humor, invaded the castle grounds just before noon, all gloating at the task ahead. Thousands of palace supporters jeered them as they hosed the historic centerpiece of St. Paul's Winter Carnival with a hideous red paint. Then, having made their mark, the purveyors of spring commandeered a giant crane, raised its iron wrecking ball into position, and hit Old Man Winter right where he lives.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey. Gonna get to do another one bites the dust.
I'm surprised how strong it is. You know, I've seen brick buildings come down with the crane, but the ice seemed a little stronger.
And we couldn't find anyone who wanted it to come down so soon.
Brings people out in the winter, and just because we live in this climate doesn't mean we have to, hibernate.
I think everybody is disappointed that you couldn't go in it, but you can't have it both ways, I guess.
I enjoyed it more the night that we came when it was illuminated. I think I'm sort of more into construction and my kid is more into destruction, so he's sort of like today better.
Yet even though this year's Ice Palace had to bite the dust, as it were, people here at Phelan Park are hoping that another one will be built, perhaps as soon as next year.
Would you like to see him build another one?
Yes.
With Art Roy and Gordon Leach, Mike Strand, WCCO Television News, St. Paul.
Well, you can't end winter merely by tearing down the Ice Palace. This morning, Twin Cities motorists endured slow going on the freeways because of last night's quick dose of sleet and snow. Southern suburbs took on between 1 and 2 inches, we're told, while the northern tier got between 2 and 3 inches. We, of course, were on the fringe of that storm, which nailed central Minnesota rather soundly. Mike Fairborn will elaborate on that in a moment. In Morris, Minnesota last night, more than 5...
That was just one of the wrecking ball shots that helped bring down the Winter Carnival Ice Palace today. According to legend, the destruction of the Ice Palace by the Vulcans means that the end of winter is at hand and spring is near, Bob.
So the millions who saw the palace in its magnificence may shed a tear at its downfall today. But the thoughts of spring may ease that sorrow a little bit. Debbie Enbloom reports on the Vulcan victory.
There was little time to take a last walk through the icy castle just before noon. One could almost feel its presence, was hoping that such splendor could last. But like a beautiful rainbow, its moment to vanish had arrived. And so did the Vulcans. They showered the towers with a rosy fluorescent fire. They raised their arms in Vulcan victory, and on command, the wrecking ball began to swing.
I'm gonna hate to see it go. Really, it was just beautiful, and it took up a lot of my winter to come out and spend time over here.
We'll probably never see another one like this again. It was worth it. Just to see the people out there come here and look at it,
There's a lot of pride involved, isn't there?
Yeah, every one of us, that's for sure.
It took a number of blows to knock the palace to its feet, but even those rascals, the Vulcans, said they hated to see it go. The bulldozers moved in and the Vulcans moved on, and a haunting memory was all that remained.
It's really brought the community together, plus we met a lot of people from out of state. It's been a big boost for the state.
You guys think you'll forget it soon?
Not likely. Well, we've got many, many pictures to carry it with us for a long time.
The palace and its image are a tribute to the 800 workers who built it and to the 200 volunteer officers who directed traffic around it. In all, the crystalline castle was a shimmering success. I'm Debbie Enblum for the Eyewitness News Update.